Hello everyone. We are today going to see the last part of your syllabus, which is called as solid phase micro extraction. Solid phase micro extraction. So I am just first writing here. This is the instrument which is used for solid phase micro extraction. It is similar to a syringe. So you can see this is a plastic vial. This will have a steel needle. Okay, this is a steel needle, syringe needle. So there are two adaptations here. Along with the steel needle, we will have stainless steel microtubing, which will be present in the needle. So in this microtubing, we will have a small thin fiber, which is fused silica fiber. Okay, I repeat. So we have a syringe. This is a plastic syringe with a piston, okay, which can be drawn. So what will be drawn is this portion will be drawn. There is no liquid to be drawn here, but this tip will be drawn inside or outside by using this piston. So you'll have a needle here, and then inside the needle you will have another stainless steel microtubing. And inside this microtubing you will have a fused silica fiber. Okay, so this is a setup which is usually used for solid phase micro extraction. We shall look about all these particular words later on. Okay, I shall just tell you how it is going to work. Now, if you have a sample, you need to extract a little bit of whatever is there in this particular sample. You have to inject it, and then you have to allow this fiber to be in contact with the sample. So there you may have to leave it for 5 minutes or sometimes even 1.5 hours. Depends upon the sample concentration here. So this sample will get absorbed onto this silica fiber. Okay, so once this is absorbed, you are going to withdraw this inside, and then you are going to remove the syringe. Then you are going to directly put it into either a gas chromatography as a sample injector, or you can put it into HPLC. Over here the sample has been absorbed, and when you inject it into the GC or the HPLC, the sample gets dissolved. So the desorption may be either by thermal method as in GC, or a liquid desorption method as in HPLC. Okay, so I hope this particular portion is clear. Now let us see what happens to this tip. So this is silica surface. You can see here, this is the silica surface. The silica surface will have hydrophobic ends here, like this. Hydrophobic chains. They are long carbon chains. You know, they are always hydrophobic. So when you have a molecule here, organic species here, these molecules get bound to these hydrophobic chains through van der Waals forces of attraction. They will stick here. This is adsorption phenomena which is going to occur. Later on it will be either dissolved by liquid or by thermal desorption method. This can be removed and then analyzed. So not only are you going to separate, you are going to remove that particular compound from the sample, but you can also do the analysis. Okay. This is how the solid phase micro extraction works. This method was introduced in 1990 by Dr. Janusz Pawlczyk et al. Et al. Means his co-workers. Okay. He and his co-workers found this method in 1990. We have an equation here which gives us mass of the analyte absorbed by the coating. How much has been absorbed here? Which is equal to KFS, partition coefficient for analyte between coating and sample matrix, into VF, volume of coating, into CO, initial concentration of analyte in sample, into VS, which is volume of sample, divided by KFS VF plus VS. Okay, it's a simple method. Now let us look at its advantages. As I told you, it is simple, it is fast, it is efficient, and there is no solvent wastage. Like in other methods, you need lots of solvent and this has to be done n number of times. But here you have no solvent. And it is field compatible, which means you can carry this needle anywhere you want to analyze and you can easily bring back the sample and then you can do the analysis. So it is field compatible. These are the advantages. What are the disadvantages? The silica fiber is very costly and it is very delicate too. So we have that stainless steel microtubing, which is protecting the silica. Okay, so any damage that occurs is going to cost us highly. So it is fragile. And you have reduced concentration capability, which means you can work up to only 1 microliters. Above that, you cannot work with this. And hence, these are the disadvantages of SPME, that is solid phase micro extraction. What are the applications of SPME? We can do food analysis, we can do flavor analysis, we can do biomedical analysis, we can do explosive and ignitable liquid residues from forensic samples, we can do plasticizers and additives determination in laminate films. So there are n number of applications. I have just listed out 5 of them here. Okay, so wherever you want to do analysis in micro level, you can adopt this method if we can bear its cost. So this is about solid phase micro extraction, SPME. So it is a solid phase because silica gel is used. It is micro because only 1 microliter of the sample can be done. And it is of course an extraction because we are going to remove the sample from the whatever solvent it is present. But here you do not need 2 immiscible solvents. So this extraction is pretty less fussy and environmentally friendly. So with that, we cover this syllabus for your semester. I shall leave another video or I shall circulate questions which may appear for your examinations through your WhatsApp groups. So far, I hope you all have enjoyed going through these videos. Kindly put a like and subscribe so that we can know how many of you have attended this class. Becomes very important for us to know that. Thank you.